Live out. To spend the rest of one's life in a particular place or situation. Synonym for live out. Spend one's days, experience fully, fulfill, exist, enjoy, embrace. After retiring, they decided to live out their days in a peaceful seaside town. He chose to live out his dream of becoming a writer by moving to Paris. After retiring, they decided to live out their days in the countryside. Dig up. To uncover or reveal old or forgotten information or evidence. Synonym for dig up. Uncover, discover, reveal, exhume, bring to light, expose. Archaeologists dug up ancient artifacts from the burial site. The journalist promised to dig up any dirt she could find on the corrupt politician. Archaeologists dig up ancient artifacts that shed light on the history of the region. Fall apart. To break into pieces or become unusable due to age or wear. Synonym for fall apart. Disintegrate, collapse, break down, crumble, deteriorate, disassemble. The old chair fell apart when I sat on it. The old bridge fell apart under the weight of the heavy trucks. Their relationship began to fall apart after years of misunderstandings and disagreements. Look back. To remember or reflect on past events or experiences. Synonym for look back. Reflect, remember, recollect, reminisce, review, nostalgize. Looking back, he realized how much he had grown since his difficult childhood. As I grow older, I often look back on my childhood memories. As she celebrated her 50th birthday, she couldn't help but look back on all the milestones in her life. Bring back. To cause someone to remember or experience something from the past. Synonym for bring back. Recall, revive, resurrect, reintroduce, evoke, summon. The old photograph brought back bittersweet memories of their time together. The old song brings back memories of my high school days. Hearing the familiar tune of the song brought back memories of his childhood. Pass down. To transmit or hand down something through generations, often used for traditions or knowledge. Synonym for pass down. Transmit, hand on, bequeath, give, transfer, convey. The family heirloom has been passed down through generations for over a century. The family passed down the old farmhouse from one generation to the next. Traditional recipes are often passed down from mother to daughter in many cultures. Tear down. To demolish or destroy a building or structure. Synonym for tear down. Demolish, destroy, dismantle, raze, pull down, knock down. They tore down the old factory to make way for a new shopping center. The developers planned to tear down the old factory and build luxury apartments in its place. The city decided to tear down the abandoned building to make space for a new park. Hold on to. To keep or retain something, often used for possessions or memories. Synonym for hold on to. Retain, keep, preserve, cling to, grasp, maintain. She held onto her old wedding dress as a keepsake. She held on to her grandmother's necklace as a cherished keepsake. Despite the difficulties, he was determined to hold on to his dreams of becoming a musician. Grow out of, to no longer fit into something due to physical growth or maturity. Synonym for, grow out of, outgrow, mature beyond, evolve from, develop from, graduate from, move beyond. Children quickly grow out of their clothes as they get older. He grew out of his old clothes and needed a new wardrobe. As he matured, he grew out of his rebellious phase and became more responsible. Live up to fulfill or achieve the expectations or standards associated with something. Synonym for, live up to, fulfill, meet, satisfy, match, achieve, uphold. It's hard for any sequel to live up to the success of the original movie. The new employee had big shoes to fill, but managed to live up to everyone's expectations. The new model of the car didn't live up to the performance of the old one. Crumble away, to break or fall apart into small pieces over time. Synonym for, crumble away, disintegrate, deteriorate, break down, collapse, decay, fragment. The old ruins crumbled away over time, slowly reclaiming by nature. The old wall crumbled away due to weathering and erosion. The neglected sandcastle crumbled away as the tide came in. Settle down. To establish oneself in a stable and permanent situation, often used for starting a family or finding a permanent residence. Synonym for, settle down. Establish roots, plant roots, put down roots, calm down, make a home, nest. After years of traveling, she decided to settle down and buy a house. After years of traveling, she decided it was time to settle down and start a family. He hoped to settle down in a quiet countryside town after retiring from his hectic job. Speak out. To express one's opinion openly and confidently. Synonym for, speak out. Express oneself, voice opinions, speak up, protest, advocate, assert. It's important to speak out against injustice. The brave whistleblower decided to speak out against the corruption within the company. It's essential to speak out against injustice and inequality in society. Weighing on. To offer one's opinion or perspective on a particular matter. Synonym for, weighing on. Offer input, contribute, add to, provide feedback, give one's perspective, comment on. Everyone in the group was given the opportunity to weigh in on the decision-making process. Experts were invited to weigh in on the debate about climate change. The expert weighed in on the ongoing debate about climate change. Sound off about /on. To express one's opinions, often loudly or emphatically. Synonym for, sound off about /on. Vent, rant, complain, express dissatisfaction, speak out, voice grievances. The protesters sounded off about the government's new policies outside the Capitol building. He always sounds off on social media about political issues he feels strongly about. He loves to sound off about politics during family gatherings. Chime in. To join a conversation or express an opinion. Synonym 4. Chime in. Join in, contribute, add, participate, interject, offer input. Feel free to chime in with your thoughts on the matter. As the discussion heated up, she decided to chime in with her own thoughts. Whenever they talk about their favorite movies, he can't resist chiming in with his recommendations. Hold forth. To express one's opinions at length or in a confident manner. Synonym 4. Hold forth. Expound, lecture, orate, pontificate, speak at length, give a discourse. He held forth on the benefits of adopting renewable energy. Professor Johnson held forth on the topic of quantum mechanics to a captivated audience. During the meeting, the CEO held forth on the company's future plans for over an hour. Put forward. To present or offer an idea, argument, or opinion. Synonym 4. Put forward. Propose, suggest, advance, present, offer, introduce. He put forward a compelling argument for why renewable energy is crucial for the environment. The committee will put forward their recommendations at the meeting. The committee decided to put forward a proposal to improve workplace safety. Run by. To share an idea or opinion with someone for their feedback. Synonym 4. Run by. Consult, run past, check with, confirm with, seek feedback from, get approval from. I'll need to run the budget plan by the finance department before finalizing it. Before making any decisions, he always runs his ideas by his colleagues for their input. Before making a decision, I like to run my ideas by a trusted friend. Talk over. To discuss or consider different opinions or ideas with others. Synonym 4. Talk over. Discuss, deliberate, debate, consider, converse about, mull over. Let's talk over the options before making a final decision. They talked over their differences and finally reached a compromise. Let's sit down and talk over the details of the project before making any commitments. Hammer out. To discuss and come to an agreement or resolution. Synonym 4. Hammer out. Negotiate, resolve, work out, thrash out, sort out, reach agreement on. After much debate, they managed to hammer out a deal that satisfied both parties. The negotiators spent hours trying to hammer out a peace agreement between the two warring factions. The negotiating teams worked hard to hammer out a compromise. Hash out. To discuss thoroughly and resolve differences or disagreements. Synonym 4. Hash out. Debate, discuss, dispute, resolve, thrash out, clarify. It took several meetings to hash out the details of the new contract. The group decided to hash out their differing opinions. The team spent the weekend hashing out their strategy for the upcoming competition. Hold an opinion. To have a particular belief or viewpoint. Synonym for. Hold an opinion. Believe, maintain, think, be convinced, have a viewpoint, be of the mind. Everyone is entitled to hold their own opinions on political matters. Everyone is entitled to hold their own opinions on the matter. She holds the opinion that education is the key to breaking the cycle of poverty. Draw a conclusion. To form an opinion or judgment based on available information. Synonym for. Draw a conclusion. Infer, deduce, decide, conclude, form an opinion, make a judgment. After analyzing all the evidence, the detective drew the conclusion that it was a case of arson. After analyzing all the data and considering various perspectives, the research team was able to draw a conclusion that supported their hypothesis regarding the effects of climate change on local ecosystems. Based on the data collected, the researchers drew the conclusion that there was a correlation between the two variables. Air one's views. To express one's opinions or beliefs openly. Synonym for. Air one's views. Express opinions, voice thoughts, share viewpoints, speak out, offer perspectives, communicate beliefs. The town hall meeting provided an opportunity for residents to air their views. The forum provides a platform for people to air their views on various social issues. At the town hall meeting, citizens were encouraged to air their views on the proposed construction project. Sound out. To seek someone's opinion or gauge their reaction. Synonym for. Sound out. Consult, test the waters, seek opinions, gauge reactions, probe, ask for feedback. Before making a decision, I like to sound out my colleagues. Before making a decision, he always sounds out his closest friends for their advice. She wanted to sound out her colleagues to see if they supported her idea. Take a stance. To adopt a particular position or opinion on an issue. Synonym for. Take a stance. Adopt a position, make a stand, choose sides, declare a position, take a position, state one's position. It's important for politicians to take a stance on controversial issues. The organization took a clear stance against discrimination in all its forms. It's important for leaders to take a stance on important social issues. Back up. To support or endorse someone's opinion or viewpoint. Synonym for. Back up. Support, endorse, advocate, stand behind, validate, confirm. He always backs up his arguments with solid evidence. I'll back you up if you decide to present your idea to the board. I fully back up her suggestion for improving workplace morale. Ride with. To agree or support someone's opinion or decision. Synonym for. Ride with. Support, go along with, stand by, endorse, approve, back up. Despite some reservations, I'll ride with your decision on this matter. If the majority of the team decides to pursue this strategy, I'll ride with them. I'll ride with whatever choice the team makes. Hold to. To adhere firmly to a belief or opinion. Synonym for. Hold to. adhere to, stick to, maintain, uphold, stick with, stand by. Despite criticism, he holds to his belief in the importance of environmental conservation. She held to her decision to pursue her dreams despite facing numerous obstacles. He holds to the belief that honesty is always the best policy. You can find playlists for various languages in the video description. To practice the vocabulary, you are encouraged to explore our various apps. Links to these are also included in the description. If you found something new or interesting, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and provide your valuable feedback. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content.